Welcome back to Dinar Current. Today marks a potentially pivotal moment in the story of the Iraqi dinar, one that's catching serious attention across international financial arenas. A newly surfaced report, allegedly leaked from a top-tier American bank, has sent waves of excitement through the dinar holding community and private financial circles. The supposed confidential document, said to have come from Chase Bank, references a specific rate for the Iraqi dinar IQD. If authentic, this leak could significantly alter the dinar's trajectory and reshape the financial outlook of investors who have long awaited a revaluation. Unlike previous speculations that frequently arose in online forums, this instance carries a tone that feels noticeably more credible. There's a distinct shift in energy. Where past discussions felt like rumors, this time it feels like a serious development. At the center of the excitement is a foreign exchange document that reportedly came from within Chase Bank, leaked by an unnamed insider. The file lists the Iraqi dinar at a striking exchange rate of $8.72 per IQD. This figure has generated widespread interest because it implies a valuation not anticipated until much further into Iraq's financial recovery. If the leak holds water, the revaluation may be far nearer than most believed. So far, Chase Bank has not issued any official comment on the matter. Despite the lack of confirmation, accompanying metadata, screenshots, and internal chat logs have added credibility, with many drawing parallels to similar leaks from institutions like Barclays in the past. These elements have made the leak difficult to ignore. The banking sector is notoriously secretive about currency operations, but this particular release has even seasoned analysts taking notice due to its format and context. According to the anonymous source, believed to work in Chase Bank's Foreign Exchange Compliance Division, the image in question comes from a live internal testing screen. The IQD is shown with an $8.72 conversion rate against the US dollar, presented alongside other major currencies such as the euro, yen, and British pound. This context increases the document's legitimacy. The source also noted that such screens are typically restricted to employees with high-level security clearance, adding another layer of credibility. This development raises a compelling question: why would Chase Bank run simulations involving the dinar unless there was a meaningful reason to do so? These simulations aren't just practice drills. Banks only run such internal tests when preparing for potential major changes. What's more, the file's metadata reportedly shows that the screenshot was taken just minutes before the New York foreign exchange market opened, a critical window known for its high liquidity. Banks often choose these times to conduct system stress tests under realistic market conditions, further suggesting this was a deliberate and serious exercise. The implications of a prominent institution like Chase including the dinar in such tests could mean significant developments are underway. While skeptics may argue otherwise, the overall coordination and the precise timing of the leak suggest that preparations for a currency shift might be in motion. These types of drills usually accompany larger financial strategies. Over recent years, Iraq has made remarkable economic progress, largely under the radar. With over $160 billion in foreign reserves and considerable investment in modern payment systems, Iraq has aligned itself with international monetary practices. It has implemented anti-money laundering measures, enforced stricter monetary policies, and signed significant trade agreements with BRICS nations. These efforts have helped establish a solid foundation for Iraq's currency, earning praise from institutions like the International Monetary Fund (IMF), which has noted progress in areas such as inflation management, banking reform, and foreign investment protection. For believers in a revaluation, these steps support the case for a stronger dinar. If the $8.72 rate is even partially accurate, a holding of just 100 dinars could equate to $872, a remarkable return, considering that dinars have often been purchased at rates of $100 minus $120 per 100,000. That said, the potential for sudden wealth also comes with risks. Without careful planning, rapid gains can become overwhelming. Investors are urged to consult professionals in legal, tax, and financial planning before making any major moves. Following the leak, there were also reports of temporary disruptions, including the removal of IQD listings from bank portals and exchange tracking platforms. These disappearances often coincide with internal simulations at major banks, when public access to certain currencies is restricted. Those familiar with past RV signals note that similar events have occurred before. Interestingly, this leak didn't only reference the IQD, it also included notes on other currencies, most notably the Vietnamese dong VND and the Iranian rial. The VND's simulated rate was reportedly an astonishing $347 per unit, sparking even more speculation and excitement. The Vietnamese dong community has long believed the currency is grossly undervalued. With Vietnam's rapid economic growth, trade agreements, and rising exports, some say it's only a matter of time before its true value surfaces. If the leaked VND rate is even somewhat accurate, modest holdings could suddenly become generational assets. However, until validated by a central bank or credible trading institution, all information should be treated with cautious optimism. Understanding the internal workings of global banks is crucial. Institutions like Chase, Wells Fargo, and HSBC utilize tools like Swift GPI and MDA dashboards to run full-scale currency simulations. These systems allow for comprehensive testing of revaluation scenarios without disturbing public markets. Such simulations help ensure that banks are prepared for liquidity shifts, international settlements, and compliance requirements. What's happening now fits the pattern of pre-launch financial operations seen in other major shifts. These are not simple rate updates, they are extensive system exercises to ensure stability during potential currency changes. If you're a holder of IQD or VND, now is the time to be proactive. Verify the authenticity of your currency holdings. Make sure you purchased from legitimate dealers and have all supporting documents. In a post-RV environment, banks will almost certainly require proof of authenticity before processing redemptions. Also, stay alert for scams, unverified private exchanges, or redemption offers that lack transparency. Seek advice from certified professionals who specialize in capital gains, asset protection, and estate planning. While excitement grows, remember to stay informed and grounded in reliable updates from sources such as the Central Bank of Iraq, IMF, U.S. Treasury, and major Forex platforms. At Real Techno, we are committed to providing clear and factual updates without exaggeration. We emphasize preparation and responsible planning over hype. What we may be witnessing is not just financial speculation, it could be the beginning of a new economic chapter. For years, the idea of currency revaluation was dismissed as a fringe theory. But now, with this significant leak from a top U.S. financial institution, the conversation is shifting. If real, this moment could represent more than a monetary adjustment, it may mark the start of a long-awaited global financial realignment. Many who believed in this vision were once ridiculed. But if the evidence continues to build, their patience and conviction may finally be validated. The global financial system has long been influenced by a few dominant powers. A shift like this could begin to balance that dynamic, redistributing economic influence to resource-rich nations like Iraq and Vietnam. This moment is about more than wealth. It's about the power of belief, persistence, and preparation. Should the revaluation happen, those who stayed informed and planned wisely could be among the first to benefit meaningfully. As we wrap up this update, we urge you to stay calm, think strategically, and act with discipline. If these rates become official, we'll guide you through every stage, from redemptions and tax planning to trust creation and long-term wealth preservation. This isn't just about a financial windfall. It's about preparing for lasting success. This is Real Techno signing off for now, with a promise to return as soon as verified information emerges. We'll continue to break it down and give you context, not hype, as this potentially historic financial moment unfolds. Disclaimer: this entire report is speculative and intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial, legal, or investment advice. Always consult licensed professionals before making any financial decisions. Protect your assets, stay informed, and act wisely. True wealth is not just about gains. It's about legacy and smart decisions that stand the test of time.